that you've joined me on another Saturday for another amazing episode. On today's episode, I'm going to be musing about Mama Fua drama. Now, I don't know if you have had this. Like, I don't know if I've ever had a Mama Fua. I don't know if I've ever had somebody to just come and wash your clothes for you and clean your house for you. But if you have, I'm sure you will understand some of the things I'm going to talk about. Because I've seen things. I see Awinja doing skits about her being a house help, and the things that she does in that man's house, they're just crazy. Like, you do not know when the lines are being blurred between her being the Mama Fua and the housey, and also like being the girlfriend and everything. Like, people go through a lot. I've had men complain about Mama Fua coming and doing the laundry, and then if she finds a woman's clothes in the laundry basket, she complains as if she's the one who belongs in that house. She's the one who's supposed to be with this man. And the man goes like, you are here to work. You and I are nothing. And she even asks like, hii nguo ni ya nani? Niliona nguo ya mwanamke kwa hii nini bucket ya nguo chafu. Hiyo nguo ni ya nani? Mimi sikuiosha. And you're like, what? You are here to clean everything that you find in the laundry basket. You are here to wash everything you find in the laundry basket, man. You don't question me. I pay you to clean everything and the house and the dishes and everything. But some of them just do not know when to cross the line and when not to. And they shouldn't even be crossing the line in the first place, like at all. But some of them go overboard with the shittiest of things, and you're like, Nani, uko hapa kufanya kazi na uende. You and I are nothing to each other. I'm your boss in this moment that you're cleaning for me, and then you're gone. I've never understood why people trust them so much that they leave them the house keys. Mtu anakuja kwa nyumba yako, anafua, anaosha, anafanya nini, na kwa nyumba yako the whole time, then anatoka, unaenda to job. And then they leave and they leave the key behind. Or even some of them have a copy of the house keys. On the day they're supposed to come and clean, they just come and clean, and then they go. I've cooked for people. I've gone to people's houses and cooked for them, but they've always been in the house. Like, I'll go say hi, leave them in the living room, go to the kitchen, prepare, everything is there, whatever they need for that week, or they ask me to do the grocery shopping, they'll send me the money, do the shopping, bring it over, come, start preparing, I cook, stay in the kitchen, I put some music, lock the kitchen door, like not lock it, but just close it, and put some music on, cook. Once I'm done, it's that. I leave. Give me my money and I'm gone. I've never been there and going like, oh, now I'm the owner of this house. I have to sit down and eat with you. And some of the guys that I used to cook for, like I remember I cooked for this guy in Karen, and it was like, you can sit and eat dinner with me, because I went in the afternoon, because that's the only time I could go, because that's the only time you could be there. And after I finished, it was like, you can eat dinner so that when you go home, you can just go and sleep. And I was like, no, I just need to leave right now so that I can arrive home on time. And I left because I never wanted to blur that line. Like, nikae alafu, tuanze kuongea nini while we are eating. I don't want to be your friend. I want to come, cook, and go. Give me the job, give me my money, and I leave. I don't want to sit again and start eating with you, and those lines cannot be blurred. But I'm sure some of you have had experiences with Mama Fuas and these people who just help out in our homes. And I'm here to tell you a story about vituko of some of them. I'm sure you've heard me talk about some, like, mention these things before in previous podcast, but today nataka tu kuzichambua, like kuzifafanua kiasi. So I've had a couple of Mama Fuas in my life. The first one used to fua for me when I was in Githurai, but that one was a long time ago, and she was amazing. She was good. She used to do a good job. Then I moved to Kasarani. The first lady that I found was this lady called Kawira. I think I've spoken about her before. Kawira was good, like I liked her, but she would start with the sheets, because I wanted her to start with the sheets so that akianika kwa kamba, it's sort of like booking the wire lines with the sheets. So you start with the sheets. By the time you're coming back to the sweaters and the clothes and t-shirts, blah, 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 when you go to hang them up, the sheets are already dry so that you can use that space for those other clothes and she can bring down the sheets. So because sometimes by the it's usually sunny and windy up there where we hang our clothes, and it can actually happen like that you hang them, by the time you're finishing with these other clothes, those first ones that you took, they are already dry. So she used to start with that one, and there was a reason why I used to ask her to start. I would soak the sheets and the towels so that she can start with those ones while she still has energy in her and stuff, because there's nothing I would have hated more than seeing my white towel like drying with dirt on it. So she will start with those ones first, and then she will go to other clothes and finish with jeans. These jeans nakwambia, because I'm short and most of my jeans are longer than I am, and I used to fold them at the bottom. So when I remove them, I will forget to unfold them. So when she's cleaning them, she's supposed to unfold them before she puts them in water, but she never used to do that. Now, because I'm short, because I folded them, while I'm walking, dust used to go up and get into that fold. Kawira would dip those jeans in water because she wanted to wash them with a brush, and I told her no, I do not like my jeans being washed with a brush. And the reason for that is they're not that hard. Like, they're not the hard jeans. I don't know how to describe them. They're denim. So they're not tough. You can just wash them with your hands and it's okay. But she used to want to wash them with a brush. Even the clothes. I remember at first she took a brush and wanted to wash my sheets with a brush, my towels with a brush. I was like, Nani, no. You scrub with your hands. What are you doing with a brush on my clothes? Don't do that. So, yeah. And then she will go, just dip them in that water with soap, remove them there, put them in the other one, and she'll go and hang them. Now, the way she would hang clothes used to be funny as well. Like, they didn't have a mpango. You know how you're supposed to hang t-shirts and shirts and... She never used to hang them properly. And then she would dig the pegs into my clothes. Most of my t-shirts have holes in them. And you can think it's because of aging, but it's not. It's the pegs and the way she used to put them in the clothes. And not just her. Everybody that has ever done my laundry for me, they have done the same thing with the pegs. And I just never understood why they used to do that. I would have a new t-shirt. After they are washed, it has a hole. Why? Peg. So, yeah. And she would just hang them, some of them from the top, some of them from the bottom, some of them from the side. Like dresses, she would just put them over the... It used to be chaotic. I used to wait after she has gone, hang them up. I pay her, she has left. I'll go upstairs and check where she has hung them, then start hanging them again, like moving them and doing this, just making sure they're organized well so that they can dry well. But I also used to hate the fact that she would hang my clothes with soapy water sometimes. So I didn't like that. But because I was trying to be nice, trying to help her out, because she had her own issues and I just wanted to help. But yeah, it wasn't worth it. I shouldn't have let her do that for as long as she did. And I would try to correct her, and she would for some time, and then she would go back to the thing again. So yeah, and the jeans will be dirty. I remember I would unfold that fold at the bottom, and it will be just dirt, like mud, because now it's dust that mixed, it's soil that is mixed with water. That's mud. I'll have to bring those jeans back to the house, wash them, and I've already paid this lady, my friends, and then go and hang them up again. It was chaotic. And the way I hate doing laundry, I hate doing laundry. Like with a passion. I hate it. But anyway, that was Kawira. After she left, I remember I went through a period I was looking for somebody. I got this lady to come and wash for me once. I did not like the way she did it. And the next time I tried to look for her, I don't know, she was away, blah, blah, blah. I asked my caretaker at the time, and she was like, okay, I'll find somebody for you. And then she brought me this woman. This one, I'm not going to use her name because it's not even worth mentioning. I just don't want to, like, even just telling this story, I don't like it. But anyway, maybe I should use a name because later on I'll need to differentiate between two people. Let's say I'll call her Jane. And if you ask why I'm using Jane and I did not hide Kawira's name, because Kawira, her issues, I could understand them. And even if she had this podcast, she would be like, yeah, that's true. These other ones, yes, they will also go like, that's true, but it's just, I don't know, because I know people who listen to this podcast, Nastaki Domes, because I'm still living in this area. So anyway, let's call her Jane. Jane starts coming to do my laundry and I welcome her. She is a mother, she has kids, and her story is sad. She's a single mom. She starts doing my laundry, and every time she comes, because she would come when I'm at home, this would be on Saturday afternoon after work, or sometimes I would ask permission from work to be home on Saturdays so that she can do my laundry while I'm home. I think it's only once that I left the keys to my house with her, and I didn't like it, because I always had this thing like, I've left her in my house. What is she doing? Like, what if she sleeps on my bed with somebody else? What if she does this? What if she does that? Like, I just don't like leaving people in my house unsupervised. So I didn't like it. And I remember even coming home and removing my sheets and duvets. I did not care whether somebody else, because it was now in my head that something had happened. So the next time was like, I leave my clothes outside as I go to work, and then you can wash them. I'll get them from upstairs when I come back. Just put my basinis and stuff outside my door. I'll find them there, nobody will touch them. And she did that. I found them, put them in the house. Because, yeah, but then I didn't like that. So I used to make sure that I'm at home on Saturdays or on Sunday morning. She will come do the laundry and then she'll go. While she'll be here, I'll tell her come at that particular time, because it will be a day that I'm sleeping in, because I'm not going to work. She will come, I'll open the door, she'll start doing her thing. I would have soaked the sheets and the towels the previous night so that it could just be easier. And then she would do her thing. I would leave my bed. If I had something to make for breakfast, I would make it. If I was making pancakes, I would share with her. Whatever it is I was making for breakfast, I would share with her, unless it was like last night's leftover, which wasn't enough. I would just heat that and make some tea or coffee and have that. And yeah, she will do her laundry. I'll put some music and then put it on low so that we can talk. Because we will talk. She's the one who used to tell me, like, gossip about this area, blah, blah, blah. Because I'll ask, hey, like, I had somebody screaming the other day, and she'll tell me about that. Oh, I saw people crying, and I hear music at night, who died, and she'll tell me, like, stuff like that. Not like gossip about people's like business, like totally. It's just like general gossip around the area, and she will tell me about it. We had this, I thought we were not, like, I wouldn't say we were friends, but we were friendly. I had never done anything wrong to her. She had never done anything wrong to me. And I respected her. And the struggle that she was going through as a single mom, everything like that, I felt empathetic towards her plight. And so whenever I would come from the village, like Niko Nambosho extra, I had extra maize, I had extra flour, I would give her after she's done her duties. If I had something else to give her, I would share with her as she left, other than paying her. And I know you're not supposed to give something and talk about it, but for the sake of this story, I need to talk about that part as well. And so for years, she did my laundry. For years, until 2024 when I was going to Sharjah. So as I said, I think I've spoken about this part of the story before. So, and this is where the Mama Fua drama comes in. I call her and I'm like, hey, this is a few days before I travel, because I had bought some deras, I bought some other clothes that I needed, because I had stayed at home for a while. I had added weight, and most of my t-shirts and stuff like that were torn, as I said, ile peg kwa nguo. And so I was like, I needed a couple of new things just in case I get a job, I could have things to start working with. So I needed my laundry done, the other clothes that I had, blah, 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 sheets, nini, nini, to leave my clothes back home clean, and the ones that I was carrying also to be clean. So I call her, and this lady tells me, okay, sawa, sawa, na come. And I'm like, okay, sawa. See, I wait for her. I call again. Bado nakuja, I'm coming. And I'm like, the day is ending. We're already in the afternoon. I'm like, what's happening? Are you still coming? She goes like, yeah, I'm coming. She does not show up. In the evening, I call her and she tells me, tomorrow morning, can I come at 6? I'm like, 6 a.m. I won't even be up yet. Because I sleep late. My sleeping pattern is terrible. So probably I would have gone to bed by, I don't know, 4 or even 5. Now opening the door for you at 6 and I cannot sleep while she's doing the laundry, because that will make me feel bad. So yeah, no. I'm like, not at 6. At least come at 8 or 9. She tells me, okay, sawa sawa, at 9. The previous day she was doing laundry for somebody else in my building upstairs. And I'm like, okay, finish and come. I was okay even if she wanted to start at 6, I would have been okay with it. She didn't show up. The next day, that 6, nothing. 8, 7, nothing. 8, nothing. I soak the sheets and everything. She does not show up. I call her, she does not answer the phone. So a friend of mine who used to be a neighbor here, he comes over because he had already moved out. But that day he came to say hi. So he comes to my door and I'm like, oh, hi. And he's like, why? You look worried. I'm like, yeah, because so and so supposed to come and do my laundry and she did not come. I don't know what's happening. And he goes like, oh, I've seen her doing, you remember that thing, Yanini? What was it used? What? My youth and something. Like they used to be to take youth and have them slash the grass along the roads, blah blah blah, collect that, vitu kama hizo. She has gone to do that. And I'm like, okay, but why couldn't she just tell me so that I can look for somebody else? I need to be traveling in 2 days or something like that, and she's not showing up. What is this? Because what happens, she was supposed to come and do my laundry today, and then tomorrow I go to the salon, the next day I travel. So what exactly is this? Why would she just tell me that she's coming and then she doesn't show up? My friend tells me, just leave her alone. You remember the lady who does laundry for me? I'm like, yes. I'll tell her that you need somebody, and if she says yes, I'll give her your number. She can call you. And then I'm like, okay, sawa sawa. That lady calls me and I talk to her. I'll call her Ivy. So that is Jane and Ivy. Ivy calls me and she tells me she's going to come to do my laundry the next day. Now, the next day is exactly one, like I was supposed to travel the next day. The next day. So you can imagine. Anyway, I talk to her. She says yes. And I'm like, okay, come. She comes in the morning. She does my laundry, finishes, hangs them up, and then she leaves. And I go to have my hair made because I didn't call the other lady, Jane, the next day. After she finishes, I go to the salon. My hair is made and I'm praying while I'm at the salon because it was raining during that time. It was in January. And I was like, I hope it does not rain. Let those clothes just dry because there's so many blah blah blah. Let them dry. Luckily, it did not rain. The sun shone very, very well. God was on my side. I have my hair made, go and buy something for dinner, come back, go and remove them from the wire lines, come and fold the ones I was supposed to travel with, pack my bags, make dinner, and the next day I'm off. I leave for my journey. Nothing was said, nothing was done. This other lady who came, Ivy, I did not tell her anything about Jane. I did not say anything. She just came, I sat, I told her the way I like my clothes being washed. And that's it. Sat down, did what I usually do, put some music on, let her do her thing. After she was done, I went to the salon, which that's the only way that could have happened because my salonist did not open her salon until midday. I just had to wait until then. Now, I travel, I go to Sharjah, stay there for 2 months. Again, not talking to any of these people. I come back in March, and after I arrive, I call Jane. I'm like, maybe after 2 months, whatever was happening back then, she was looking for money. Now she's still looking for money, and I'm intending to pay her. So let me call her and ask her if she can come and wash the house for me because I knew it was going to be dusty after not being lived in for 2 months. It was dusty, it was dirty. I just needed her to do a general cleaning for the house, and then that will be it. So I call her and I tell her, hey, I've just come back. I've not been around. I was wondering if you could come and wash the house for me. And she goes like, yeah, I'm coming. Where are you? I'm like, I'm just at the house right now. I've just arrived. So could you do it? Because I came and I ordered KFC. I was like, let the KFC come. I leave and eat it from outside while she's doing the cleaning because I needed a thorough cleaning. And once she's done, I'll just come back in, take a shower and get into bed because I was sleepy and I was tired and I was hungry. Again, if you don't know about that story, you go and listen to that Sharjah story because I think this part I told then. So I'm like, okay, I'm waiting. My KFC arrives, I go downstairs to collect it. This lady is not yet here. Come back to the house, I eat. It's already 5 p.m. I'm calling her, she's not answering the phone. I call her, she's not answering the phone. I finish eating. I go to the balcony to throw my trash, and I see her sat down with my caretaker. There's a platform that used to be there, and I see them sat there. And I call her name, like I call her Jane. She looked at me, looked at her phone, and continued talking to my caretaker. Like nothing had changed, like nothing had happened, like she wasn't making me wait for her. And so I was like, okay. I got so pissed. So I just came back to the house, locked the door, because I had called and I was like, what is happening? And she just didn't tell me anything. So I came back into the house, locked the door, removed the sheet that I was covering my bed with and stuff like that, changed my clothes, cleaned my face, got into bed and slept because I was tired. And as I said, tired, hungry, and sleepy. Now I've eaten, so my tummy is good. I just went to bed. I was like, you know what? I'll clean this house tomorrow. Just remove the sheets that I had covered my couch and my bed with, and I'll sleep. It's okay. I know I've not even taken a shower. It's okay. I'll sleep. It's my body. It's my house. I'll do it. I'll clean myself when I wake up. So I just went to bed. I slept from that around, I think it was 5 something. And I woke up at around 11 p.m. Ate a little something again. I had bought something to eat later. So I ate that and then just watched TV until I went to bed at around 2 or 3. And then I slept all the way until the next day. So when I woke up the next day, that's when I called the other lady again, Ivy. And I asked her to come and help me out. And she was like, okay, I'll come. I'm coming right now. She showed up, helped me clean. I helped her move the mattresses, nini, everything that she was supposed to clean. She helped me out and I helped her out moving things. She cleaned very nicely, by the way. But while she was cleaning, now she starts telling me stories about Jane and what Jane had done. So the previous time that Ivy had come to clean for me, apparently when she was leaving, Jane met her there. And she was like, I know where you're coming from. And she was like, okay, you're coming from Millie's house, right? And Ivy went like, yeah. I don't know how you even went and did that. Like, unajua vile anapenda kupatia watu commands. I don't know how if you're going to work with her well. Like, she tells you how to use her Star Soft. She tells you how to use her soap. She tells you how to clean her clothes. And I'm like, what's the problem with that? Because they're my clothes. I was taught by my grandmother, t-shirts, wash the collar, wash the arms, wash the armpits, and then wash the general area. Skirts, waist, the hem, the rest of it. So if I'm seeing you taking a t-shirt and just rubbing soap all over it and just rubbing nini haphazardly, I'm going to tell you, hey, please wash the collar, please wash the hands, please wash the armpits. That is something I have to do and I shouldn't even be doing it, but I have to because you're not doing the correct thing. And so that used to offend her and she never said anything. Or it never used to offend her, but now because it's somebody else who's doing it, she needed to say something. Using my Star Soft, I will tell her, please use Star Soft in the last rinse. She never used to until I would be like, did you use Star Soft? Because especially with my sheets and my towels, I wanted them to have that scent. Because clothes, I'll wear them and I'll put perfume. But towels and sheets, I want them to have that long-lasting scent from my Star Soft. I had to remind her. Soap, I will put out like bar soaps and powdered soap. This lady wanted to wash all of my clothes with powdered soap, just powdered soap, which is more expensive than a bar soap. So I would be like, hey, could you use less powdered soap and more bar soap? That's why I'm giving you both. But she would want to just put powdered soap in the water, bubbles, and then just scrub the clothes, and put them in the rinsing water. Scrub them, put them without using the bar soap. So I will find like the bar soap, the pieces are still like big. And she will make sure she uses both pieces I put out for her. But there will be remaining chunks and chunks, but the powdered soap gone. So I'll be like, could you please use less? And also, powdered soap makes clothes, it decolors clothes or something. So I will be like, can you please not? Come where this lady used to get upset or something. And well, they're my clothes. I remember telling Ivy, they are my clothes. I'm supposed to tell her because when today I had a black t-shirt and after she has cleaned them, the next day I'm going to put it on. It's no longer black. It's a black t-shirt turning gray. Then there's a problem. My black skirt now is turning gray. There's a problem. And she's not going to buy a new one for me and I pay her at the end of it. So why not tell her, do not use powdered soap on my black clothes? Is that wrong? Ivy goes like, that's not wrong. Like, I didn't mind you telling me what to do because they're your clothes, you're the one who knows. Because I remember I would even tell her that this one's like the color is still coming off and stuff like that. And she would make a face. That is Jane. But I'd be like, I do not care. Because I'm not going to mix my red t-shirt that, the color runs with my white t-shirt. You can't do that. And I can't just let you do that. So, yeah. So she tells this to Ivy, amongst other things, by the way. She talked a lot, like told her how I never want to leave the house while she's doing the cleaning. Like she doesn't want somebody to sit in the house while, watching what she's doing. I never want to leave the key so that she can come and do whatever she wants to do in the house while I'm not here. So that one, because my friend, the guy who had recommended Ivy to me, he used to leave the key, and I think even Ivy had a copy of his keys and she would just come and wash the clothes and stuff on the days that she was supposed to come and do his laundry and wash the house, wash the dishes. So that one I didn't know if it was coming from Ivy who wanted me to do that, or if it was coming from her, from Jane. Because it could have also come from Jane because she was trying to feed into what she was used to. Like telling Ivy, I know you usually like do that, but this one cannot do that. So I don't know. It was just a lot of nonsense, by the way. Everything they were saying, everything Jane was telling Ivy was nonsense. It was nonsensical. It was something that even if I had a say with my own ears, I would have been, seriously, that is what you thought to say about me, because she couldn't find anything negative to say about me. I had always been nice to her and to her children. Every time I had never badmouthed her in any way. I had never mistreated her in any way. Always paid her once she did my laundry. Never did anything bad to her. So the only thing she could find to say are these nonsensical things. And so I listened to Ivy talk about that story and everything. And she was like, I cannot just, accept somebody telling me something because she could be ruining my job for me as well. Blah, blah, blah. Ivy spoke a lot of things as well. And I was like, And in my head, I'm like, this is the last time you're going to ever come and do this for me because I do not want this. I do not want this drama. I've lived in this area for 10 years. Come December this year, it will be 11. I've never had any drama with anybody. Anybody. Never. I've never had drama. Because I try to avoid it as much as possible. And now it is going to be the mama fuas who are going to bring drama into my house. Because I open my doors to them. I let them come in and do the laundry. And now this is what they're going to do. I was like, I know. I remember Ivy leaving and just me telling myself that I'll never allow her back in my house. And since then, I've only allowed her back, I think, once, which was still in 2024 because I had all these clothes and I had already soaked my sheets to wash them. But then I became ill. I think it was just the anticipation to wash them, and my body was like, you're not going to do it because, as I said, I hate doing laundry. And so that morning I just had to wake up and call her and ask if she could come and do it. But since then, So if I have money and I have a lot of laundry, I usually take them to the laundromat because there's one here and they're cheap, by the way. You'll think they'd be expensive. So the money that I used to pay these people to wash for me, it's the same amount that I'll pay at the laundromat. So why not just pay at the laundromat? And back then I used to avoid paying the laundromat because I was like, let me give this person that I know who clearly needs the money instead of taking it to the laundromat, who have more business, you know? But after that happened, I was like, yeah, if I have the money, I'd rather take my clothes to the laundromat. If I have to. Otherwise, let me just psych myself up, wake up one morning, wash them because I usually wash my sheets and my towels by myself because those ones are like 50 bob per piece at the laundromat. But the clothes you'll find like from 300, 350 for 50. You know, the big basket. So for 50. But yeah, the sheets are like 50, 50, 50. Towels are like 100 bob per piece. So those ones I usually wash myself. So I'm like, yeah, when I'm washing those ones, take the deras, take the t-shirts, take the whatever is dirty and just wash sometimes. But if I have the money, if I've worked and I've done a good job and I get the extra money, I'm like, yeah, let me spoil myself by taking these clothes to the laundromat because I'd rather take them there. There will be no dummies. Nobody will be in my house bringing me drama for nonsense. And so I just cut all these people off. That Jane that I used to be so nice to, I was like, never again. I would see her around this place and I was just like, not talk to her at all, at all, at all, at all. Until one day I was going into this shop and I hear somebody call my name and I'm like, hmm? And the person goes like, Sasa. I'm like, poor, only to turn around and see that it's her. I was like, why? Why would she say hi to me? I've been ignoring her. She's been ignoring me. We have been living peacefully, pretending that the other person does not exist. So why are you saying hi to me again? Please don't say hi to me ever again. I was like, I don't want to hear it. But anyway, I said hi. And after I knew it was her, the next time I saw her, I just walked right past her as if she did not exist. I used to go to this shop where she used to work at her for some time. And I would see her and not say hi. Because the thing with me being a Taurus is that once I cut you off, I've cut you off. And with her, it was so hurtful because I had done nothing wrong to her. She chose to ignore me. She chose to pretend like me calling her to work for me was a hassle. And all she had to do was tell me she does not want to work for me anymore. Instead of answering my phone and being like, yeah, nakuja, why was she still answering my phone calls? Telling me to wait and then I would wait. And I find her telling stories. That was so hurtful, by the way, in so many ways. And the thing is, I do not understand why she behaved the way she did. Because it cannot be because I tell her to use Starsoft. It cannot be because I tell her how to wash my clothes. Because I've been doing that since she started working for me. Since she started doing my clothes back in the day, it has been years. So now she was finally tired. So yeah, since 2024, 2025, 2026, not talking to her like at all. That time she said hi to me out of nowhere was last year. I said hi, but I haven't seen her in a while. I don't know if she's still living around this place or she moved. I don't know. I do not care. But Jane just failed me. And I was like, Mama, for a drama, I do not want it in my house. As I said, either I do it myself or if I have some extra money, let me take my clothes to the laundry machine. Let them be washed there because, as I said, I hate doing laundry. But if I have to, I'll do it because they're my clothes and I can't put on dirty clothes. I cannot sleep on dirty sheets. I cannot use a dirty towel. So I have to wash them. But they showed me madness. And I was like, I don't want either of them, even Ivy. Because, as I said, I didn't know who to trust. I did not know Ivy well enough. So whatever she was telling me, I don't know if she was telling the truth or if she was just telling me what I wanted to hear or what she thought I wanted to hear rather. So I just told myself, let me cut both of them off. So yeah, that is my Mama Forward drama. I don't know if you have any Mama Forward drama of your own. If you do, please tell me in the comment section down below. I need to just understand, like, is this something that happens? Like somebody comes to your house, you will let them in and you give them the space to do some work so that you can pay them, help them out a little bit, and then they decide to be the devil incarnate. They decide to be the thorn. Like, why would you do that? I'm helping you. Yes, you're helping me. Yes, but I'm also helping you. That money I would have used it for something else. And in my case, as I said, I would have simply taken my clothes to the laundry machine. But yeah, tell me in the comment section if I've ever had Mama Fua drama, okay? Tell me. And go to my Instagram, follow me there. Go to my TikTok, follow me there. And I upload this on Instagram. And tell me if you have similar stories or even worse ones. Or even if it's just a minor one, tell me and let's laugh together or just be like, yeah, we are canceling them out. Tell me if you'd rather just buy a washing machine in your house to avoid all that. Like if I had the money, I would buy a laundry machine, like just put it in my house. do my laundry every 2 weeks or so, and just pretend like the rest of the world does not exist, because you're dealing with people is just hectic. Yeah. Remember that I'm still baking. Remember that I'm still cooking. If you want, make your orders. Call me to come and prepare meals for you. As I said, I can do mandazi for achama. I can do chapos for achama. I can do samosas at a fee, and you'll like them very, very much. Remember to please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications, so that whenever I upload something new, you're going to be amongst the first people to come and watch. Okay?